Hello, I'm Rob Thomas, and welcome to The Road Ahead, brought to you by Club and Resort Business, Club and Resort Chef, and the Club and Resort Chef Association. Today's episode of The Road Ahead is brought to you by Studio JBD and Jefferson Group Architecture. Since 1983, Studio JBD and Jefferson Group Architecture have worked together seamlessly to successfully complete an array of award-winning hospitality design projects, delivering full-service solutions for clubhouse master planning, architecture, interior design, and procurement. A unique and integrated approach to each project's distinctive personality and requirements, dedicating equal attention to form and function, results in innovative designs that are efficient, beautiful, timeless, and cost-effective. The company's vast experience at blending interior design and inspired finishes into a creative architectural solution has placed it among industry leaders in private club, restaurant, and residential design. Today's episode highlighting how clubs are moving forward in creating successful programs, events, and amenities to enhance the member experience. We're looking at a new clubhouse renovation at Navesink Country Club in Middletown, New Jersey. For that, we've got Jeff Malott, Chief Operating Officer. Jeff, welcome to the show.
Hi, Rob. Thank you. It's great to be here. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. And hey, real quick, the first question is why? Why this clubhouse renovation? Obviously, we want to keep members happy. We want to keep everything fresh. But was there anything beyond?
Well, the big thing for us was we had completed a large renovation in 2010, and the lifestyle of the membership was changing, and we wanted to better accommodate what they were looking for in the club. We worked with the McMahon Group on a survey of future capital projects, and it gave us a pretty clear indication on where we needed to go with regard to tweaking our dining operation, expanding outdoors, and offering a little bit more of a relaxed environment. We took that information, we went to Judd Brown, and the people at Judd Brown were fantastic in creating a plan for us that really integrated the bar into the casual dining space. We actually re-implemented or are getting ready to re-implement formal dining again, something that the membership here has asked for special occasions and things. But really the thrust of the renovation was redoing the pool area. We put a great pool bar out there that is right by the 18th green and the 10th tee, so people get to stop by. And just having a larger, much expanded outdoor dining space has been fantastic for us.
Sure. Obviously, 2020 brought us challenges that you couldn't see coming.
Right.
Were there any challenges that you faced during the renovation process, either because of COVID or other reasons?
Well, the pandemic definitely hit us because in New Jersey, there were stop orders on construction. We were trying to finish the project. We were able to do the lower level down around the ice skating rink. That was ready for the skating season and before the pandemic hit. But when we came upstairs to finish, there was a stop in construction and it slowed us down. We finished about 2 months later. But with the closure of dining in New Jersey, New Jersey dining was closed from the middle of March to the middle of June. So it ended up not hurting us, but definitely a challenge in that. And then, getting open and getting back to speed and getting staff. I mean, many of the challenges that other clubs are having impacted us as well. But the membership responded and we just saw huge participation once outdoor dining opened again, and then gradually as indoor dining ramped up as well.
Now, you touched upon staffing. That's an issue I know that clubs are dealing with from east, west, north, south, across the.
Sure.
How did you address any staffing issues?
We did a partnership with some clubs in the South, people that we have the ability to offer some limited housing. So we actually are kind of sharing staff, trading staff with a couple of clubs in the South. And that's great. Through CMAA, you get to meet some other managers and, what has become slow times for clubs in the South, really has given us the opportunity to tap some staff from them. But we have been fortunate as well in securing local people. The restaurant industry, very close to the Jersey Shore, the restaurant industry hadn't fully rebounded, and people were looking for consistent hours, being able to have the benefit package that we offer. So we were able to do some things with local people, but also partner with some other clubs.
Have you partnered with clubs in the past in the South, or is this something new?
We had tried it in the past, and we haven't been as successful as we were this time. But I think that, the impact to club operations from the pandemic, I think it made it a little more successful this time. So we ended up, we can house really 8 people technically, because we have someone that lives year round. So we were able to ramp that up. We had 7 people throughout most of the pandemic.
Terrific. Hey, getting back to the renovation itself,
Sure.
What was the timeline from planning to implementation to completion?
We started the planning process in late 2015, and working with Judd Brown took about a year, maybe a little bit longer than a year. Following the membership vote, we voted on the project in November of 2018. We wanted to get through our skating season. Is super active. And we did start at the end of golf season in 2019 and wrapped it up right around Memorial Day of 2020.
Beautiful. Hey, and real quick, now what are your members saying? Obviously, this is a big deal for them. What are some of the stuff that you're hearing?
People love it. I mean, it really has just been a huge home run, expanding our dining capacity outside. We had done things throughout the pandemic to try to, keep people close to the club. We were doing, Fortnite emote contests with kids, submitting them on video, and art projects and, cookout boxes, and just ways to keep people connected to the club. And they were ready to come back, and they supported the club just fantastically. And everyone loves it. The spaces, in hindsight, we almost wish we could have made it a little bit larger in some regards, but the membership feedback has been fantastic. The facilities are working well, and we're looking forward now. Actually tomorrow in New Jersey, most of the restrictions go away, so we're really looking forward to what that brings for the summer.
Yeah, we're looking at June 2nd here in Ohio, so
okay.
The weather's getting nice. You guys are getting outside now more and more. What anything for the future? Do you have any other plans that maybe you're going to be addressing within the near future?
Sure. We actually just purchased some contiguous property, about 3 acres, that is behind the 10th hole and the 11th tee. We are looking at possible rackets expansion there. One of the things that we saw, in 2020 was increased demand for rackets that doesn't seem to be going away. So we have 7 tennis courts right now. We're looking at adding either 4 or 6 tennis courts there, possibly replacing some of our existing courts. We'll see how that plays out. We are also looking at building an additional building that would address one of the areas that we really haven't renovated in the past is the locker rooms. And we want to either build a new men's locker room and take the existing men's locker room and make it the women's locker room, or just address the locker room situation with a building that would be right across the driveway from the club. We are looking at a TPI studio in there as well, something that, to incorporate golf fitness or other programs through TPI that we could. And, the only other thing that we're looking at is we work with the people at Force Design, Jim Nagel at Force Design, on updating our long-range plan for the golf course. So all those things are in process, and, we're expecting, probably to do something starting in 2022 in that regard.
Hey, exciting times at Navesink Country Club.
For sure. Yeah, it's been great.
Terrific. Jeff, thank you very much for your time, and thank you for watching this episode of The Road Ahead. Thank you for watching this edition of The Road Ahead, brought to you by Club and Resort Business, Club and Resort Chef, and the Club and Resort Chef Association. And thank you to our sponsor, Studio JBD and Jefferson Group Architecture. If you have a great idea or success story you'd like to see featured on a future episode of The Road Ahead, contact us at editor@clubandresortbusiness.com.